It's Friday! And we've waited for quite a while to get that out of our system. Now, we know particularly that we love it when it's Friday each week, and we set that ball rolling for the weekend vibe.
Yes, indeed. I can't stress this more than she has already. Yes, it is Friday edition for Wake Up Nigeria,
Yes,
and
so
Fridays are like that superhero. Get it? See what I did there? Of all weekdays, it comes just in time to stop us all from going crazy.
Especially when you have a tope and you have a mic in the kitchen, our personal superheroes here to fly us to victory.
They're not on the camera.
Wow, Mike.
Why are you talking like a papa?
This, honestly,
But now the camera is still talking.
we're even still trying to even help your ministry small.
Yeah, Friday. It's Friday morning, and what is running you fast?
Yes, it is running. We're marching into Zion.
But yeah,
Good
it's
morning,
great to be here
guys.
this
Good
Friday
to be
morning.
here. Mazino, check this out. I'll give you 50,000 naira if you don't say anything superhero today.
There's no justice in the
There's
world.
no exactly.
That's
That's not justice.
That's all. You've lost it. You've lost it.
I
You've
see what
lost
you
it.
did
You've
there.
lost it.
Oh,
Woo! Hopefully your week has been blissful with all that we try to do here for you just to keep it up to speed. Now here on Wake Up Nigeria, we have quite a lineup for you.
Yes, indeed. We have put together quite the work in just to make sure that each day since the week started has been great, and hopefully we have succeeded. So no matter your skin tone or your facial scar, no matter what superhero you love, whether it's DC or Marvel, your tribal nationality, did I just do that? We bid you welcome.
Now we're going to have a swell time on the show today. Now our little nugget of positive thinking every morning is to remind you that in preparation for takeoff into the weekend is that, as your weekend starts, you deserve a medal for getting through the week in the first place. So
Absolutely.
that's for you.
Speaking of medals, we might be giving out a few here today on the show for the games. So, hey, you're going to love it. Oh, by the way, you forgot to say it.
My name is Titilayo Oyinso.
Actually, I was going for it's game day, but my name is Mazino Appeal. It's all good. Remember that you can watch the show live at tvcentertainment.tv and on Facebook as well at TVC Connect. Download our app on Android or iOS store for unrestricted access to our premium content. Why are they laughing in the kitchen?
Because it's game day! That's why they're laughing.
Good.
But it's all about social media everywhere these days, and we have amazing handles for you, an amazing handle for you to connect with. Just be a part of the show and make sure you use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Yes, so to kick things off, let's already let you guys know what we have coming on the show today.
This song reminds me of Time Flies. You know, it was after Bernard picked up his Grammy, and then a lot of people started going back, and a lot of people who didn't see that song, and I feel like that's a favorite song. And yes, you will not always be the hot cake.
Wait, calm down. First, tell me thank you for introducing you to the album. Because you know that, I beg, no, they give credit to whom credit is due.
Yes. Tokwe made me listen to it.
I'm not going to be taking advice for anything media from Tokwe after last week.
What happened?
Did you like
She
Time Flies?
suggested that I see a series, and behind her eyes, after I seen it yesterday.
No, Tokwe
Oh
says,
my
if
God.
Tokwe says it, don't watch it.
Oh
Wow.
my God.
Wait, you don't
That's what everybody
How can I
says
watch that
about
thing?
you, though.
How can I watch that?
No, but
What can I watch? What can I
what I
see?
told Mazino was
Okay.
what he
So,
experienced.
in her defense,
Like,
yeah.
exactly.
It's not like it was a bad series. It was just like you feel cheated at the end of it, like you said this morning.
That's the feeling they
It's a
want.
great,
So even the
great
titles,
structure.
so there's some of them that the titles.
Yeah.
Until tomorrow, I'll not watch Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. You've not
Still
watched
you
Bridgerton.
won't. I
You
will not.
haven't
That's why
lived.
you are single.
You understand?
That's why you are
I beg
single.
you. Then the next one, behind the eyes. See this title. Behind the eyes.
Mike.
No,
Have you
no,
seen
no.
it? Have you seen it?
No.
You've
So
seen
what
it.
do you think about it?
So it's an acquired taste.
That's why I don't know.
Okay, so it just depends on what you're into. Some supernatural things
Don't
going on in
say
there.
that. Don't say that.
Disappointing. Yeah.
It wasn't disappointing.
Disappointing.
I was just like, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then everything in the entire show starts making sense. Piecing the pieces of the puzzle together, just like, oh, that's why they did this, and that's why they showed us that, and that's why this. So if you're
And that's why he's into men.
Wow. And that's why we prefer to do superheroes.
It's Christmas today. Justice League Snyder's Cut is out.
Justice League is out.
Wow.
It's been a long awaited, and there was some back and forth about Schneider taking out some shots. Stop it. Just calm down.
Calm down.
It's okay. It's okay. So, and of course, Wednesday was World Mazzino Day.
Yeah.
You know, it was World Mazzino Day on Wednesday.
Oh.
You know, because
it was all about Mazzino.
Was it now?
Yes.
All right, but it's time for us to take the weather now. Let's take a look at what the weather will look like today.
President Muhammadu Buhari says Libya remains a problem for the Sahel region of Africa, the African continent, due to the proliferation of arms and ammunition. He said this at the State House in Abuja while receiving in a farewell audience the outgoing special representative of the United Nations Secretary General and head of the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, Mohammed Ibn Chambers. President Buhari said Muammar Gaddafi held a grip on Muammar Gaddafi held a grip on power in Libya for 42 years by recruiting armed guards from different countries who escaped with their arms when the Libyan strongman was killed. The presidency has announced that Nigeria will receive 6 Super Tucano aircraft ordered by the federal government from the United States in July. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, via his Twitter handle, said 6 more of the aircrafts will arrive shortly after. The Super Tucanos came off the production line in Jacksonville, Florida, and are now being equipped and flight tested. Nigerian pilots and maintenance personnel are training on the planes currently. The construction is ongoing, which will house the aircraft. And away from security matters, a quick response by relevant authorities averted what could have turned a major disaster in Lagos following the leakage of cooking gas from a tanker. Now, the main valve of the 10,000-ton tanker snapped along a Churchgate bus stop, Magburagbara, in Badagry area of the state. Lagos State Emergency Management Agency says there was no casualty. A swift intervention of responders kept away all inflammable sources from the vicinity. The agency said the incident was as a result of overspeeding and recklessness by the driver of the tanker. And 35 states, including the FCT, have taken delivery of the COVID-19 Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. This is according to the executive director of the National Primary Healthcare Development Agency. He was invited to give the National Economic Council update on the national rollout of the COVID-19 vaccine. Dr. Faisal disclosed at the monthly NEC virtual meeting presided by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo that only Kogi State is yet to get a batch of the AstraZeneca vaccine. He also said there is need for tight security around vaccines in the states to avoid being vandalized by hoodlums. Council was also briefed on the ease of doing business, sub-national environmental survey, and the national monitoring and evaluation policy. The National Economic Council approved the national monitoring and evaluation policy under the supervision of the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning. And the AstraZeneca vaccine has been endorsed by the EU's medicines regulator. This follows a review by the agency which concluded that the vaccine is safe and effective and its benefits outweigh the risks. The European Medicine Agency conducted its review after 13 EU states suspended use of the vaccine over fears of it being linked to blood clots. Now, the EMA found the vaccine was not associated with high risk of clots, but it said it would continue to study the possibilities of such links. It is now up to individual EU countries to decide whether to restart administering the jab. On Monday, the 3 largest EU members, Germany, France and Italy, said they were awaiting the results of the EMA investigation before deciding whether to resume their rollout of the jabs. And that's it for the news this morning. There's plenty of activity already going on inside the kitchen, and we can't wait to see what's going to happen there, or we can't wait to taste it.
Welcome to the kitchen, people. We have Chef Mary Jane with us in the building today, and it's always exciting to have her. She always gets us 100 with all them traditional dishes. I'm not going to try to guess what we're cooking because I'm sure I'll not get it right.
Please do that.
Wait, put money on it. Let's put money and I'll guess.
100,000.
Ah, this is how far you went. See how far you went. So what are we making this morning? Come, let's have a quick
Just
chat.
a second, because I have a major thing.
That you want to show?
Yes,
Okay.
and without this, we have not started the deal.
The deal for
I'm
the
sure
deal.
you already know what I'm cooking. So that 100K deal is gone. Okay, so this, good morning. It's great to be here today. And
What are we making today?
I'll be making bitter leaf soup.
Okay, but I'm very interested in our ingredients. So let's
What are
quickly
all these?
Yes, let's start from here.
Okay, this is bitter leaf. I had
course.
already washed it,
Okay.
and it's ready to use.
Okay.
This is cocoyam mix. In fact, this is
Okay.
called uri. This is the cocoyam.
Okay.
Okay, so I had already boiled it, pounded it, and
Yeah.
mixed it with oil.
Okay.
That's what makes an ofolubo fantastic.
Ha, Oshe.
Just 1 second.
There we go. But
Yes.
here, I'm guessing it's palm oil you used
Yes,
for
I
the
used palm
color that we
oil.
have there.
Yes, you have to use palm oil for
Okay.
the color to come out.
Okay.
Okay, so I have, this is palm syrup.
Palm syrup.
Yes,
What
as
is
in
it?
what everybody kind of calls like banga.
Oh, okay, okay.
So that's the.
That is. How did you achieve this?
I extracted the syrup, I boiled it and made sure it gets dry. Oh, sorry, I should have come with a sample so that you
Yes,
see what it looks
obviously,
like.
but it's fine.
This is just a syrup. So if you don't have the normal prawns, like the normal nuts,
Okay.
you could also use the canned one. There are some canned ones in the
ones you can-
market.
Okay.
Yes.
You
so-
know what? Chef Mary Jane is definitely one you need to stick around to watch because you have to stay close to understand everything that is going on here. But we will take a break, and when we come back, you know now we have too much for you. And Wake Up Nigeria, do not go anywhere.
Welcome back. It's about time for us to take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the newspapers this morning. And we're starting with the Punch newspaper. Major headline on this Friday, March 19th says, doctors threaten strike, say federal government not paying dead members' insurance. Meanwhile, it says their families of our members killed by COVID-19 received nothing, according to the association. We lost 17 of our members to COVID-19, 1,600 infected, say resident doctors. And doctors plan indefinite strike from March 31st. Meanwhile, Kano vaccination suffers setback. Right at the bottom here, it says 6 Super Tucano jets arrive July, says presidency. Ex-Reps leader alleges Makinde's loyalists threatening to kill her. It also says here how Lamido received 1.35 billion naira kickbacks into personal accounts, according to EFCC. And I'll wrap with this one. It says gunmen kill 4 naval men, 3 policemen in Anambra. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch. We have the Nation newspaper with us as well. Major headline says insecurity. IGP accuses states of non-cooperation. Federal government say only abnormal approach can end insecurity. NSA pushes for traditional leaders' involvement. Right at the bottom there, it says Obaseki cleared of certification forgery. Court okays Ararume for Senate. Right at the top of the page here, Mazari backs power shift to South in 2023, saying APC will retain power. Gunmen kill 4 policemen, 3 naval ratings in Anambra, Kaduna. Meanwhile, Aisha Buhari back home. Page 3 has more on that. External reserves dropped by $523 million in 2 weeks. And 60 billion naira worth of drugs seized in 2 months, says NDLEA boss Marwa. Page 3 has more on that. And that's it on the cover of The Nation. Now, we also have the Daily Sun newspaper with us here. Major headline says 6 attack planes coming in July to aid in security fight. Air Force pilots already undergoing training for Super Tucano. And right beside the masthead there, Ohaneze to PDP. No going back on Igbo producing president. Says Zone will support any party that gives ticket to sons and daughters in 2023. Right at the side there, illegal arms, ammunition influx from Libya, according to Buhari. They're saying here, banditry won't end since security is politicized. That's Wike there. DMO lists 162.5 billion naira sukuk on NSE, FMDQ. Meanwhile, federal government auctions bitumen fields. Customs destroying Nigeria Airlines. Air Peace chair alleges. And I'll wrap it with this. Obaseki hails ruling, clearing him of forgery. More on page 5. And that's it on the cover of the Daily Sun. Let's see if we have time for The Guardian. Do we? Let's go. It says here, governors back use of AstraZeneca vaccine. Mum on petrol subsidy. EU, WHO say vaccine safe, effective. It also says here, Kano records low turnout for vaccination. Story starts there on the cover and wraps up on page 6. Right at the bottom here, Libyan mercenaries behind security crisis in Sahel region, Buhari insists. PDP condemns alleged fresh $2.5 billion arms purchase scandal. And finally, banditry may not end soon, Wike declares. And that's all we have time for on the headlines in the dailies this
All right. Welcome back.
Yes,
Look at how we look like specks.
Yes,
Start
so
with the chocolatey.
Wow.
Then we have the tall yellow goodness.
Oh,
and then we have the, drip king. Then we have the one that God created.
On the Sunday, it's not the Sunday or the Monday.
wow.
It was a Tuesday, actually.
Sunday or Monday. Okay, so God was very productive on Tuesday. So Monday, like there
No,
was
God
traffic.
created me on Sunday.
Wow.
Just like, go,
No, Sunday was
take
relaxing.
eyes. He was relaxing, he created
When
me
he
now.
wants to get ready to work, it's Tuesday because Monday there's traffic.
Tuesday, that's Mazino. Don't get Mazino on a Tuesday because Mazino is productive. Get it done. You get it on Friday.
Friday.
Just before football started.
So I'm cutting here because there was something you said you were going to talk about.
Yes. Yeah, so it's the world of social media streets.
Okay.
The I would call it the cloud streets, the cloud chasing streets,
cruise.
and the trying to keep up with expectations streets. And this came up from a post that I saw on one of the blogs on Instagram, where a follower called out a celebrity for saying that her husband gave her 20 million naira for her birthday, and the follower said that you shouldn't say things like this, so that if someone who wants to help you sees it, the person will not think that
You're okay.
you're okay.
You're all right.
And she clapped back at him, but his response after was what got me. He said, it's not fights. I'm just saying that just in case someone wants to help you, let them not see that you say you have to do it. It's okay, moving on. And because I'm saying this, I'm bringing this because a lot of people on social media have such a perfect life, and then they can be in your DM telling you, Mike, how far now? That 5K I ask you for. And then you're just like, but your last post.
Exactly.
Like you flaunting at the club.
You
big
know,
money.
So when I was younger, there was like this whole, don't believe everything you see on TV. But now it's don't believe everything you see on social media, because the truth is, well packaged, you know, we're borrowed the bling, borrowed the clothes, they wear it for the shoot, and they return it.
Some, and then some actually have these things. But the fact is, we don't show our sad side. We don't show our downtimes. We just want to show when it's glitz and glam, when we're at the nice restaurants, when we're at the nice place. We don't show when, this place is not fine, it's not making it to the ground.
So we're not saying you should show the downtimes, though.
But I think we should,
But
to show the human nature.
But if you gave your wife 20 minutes, would you like it if she said, she went online and said,
I was talking to, I can't remember who, one of the
Those are your
producers.
friends
No, not my group of friends. Talking to a couple of producers yesterday, and I said that in a few years we're going to have a community of people whom would pride themselves in the little to no digital footprint that they leave behind when it comes to social media. They would actually say, oh no, I'm not on social media and I like it, so I don't do social media. It's going to be a thing, it's going to be a fad. We're slowly getting there. I'm one of those people who wish that I was born in that age, because the only reason why I'm on social media is because I'm on media. Because currently you actually need social media to push your profession, which is television right now. So that's the only reason why I'm on there. Apart from that, I also like to show off my bike. But
But the thing is, it's a marketing tool.
it is a tool, but then
It's a market.
I don't know if you agree with me, Mike.
It's a market.
It's life.
No.
Yeah.
So you cannot, it is life. You know,
It's like a world, and it's,
it is life. You can't, I mean, a lot of people do a lot of other things other than market on social media. People have fun on social media. I'm talking about people show downtimes on social media. And it's that, it gets to a point whereby I mean, talking about employment and somebody, you said, yes, some people might not, you wouldn't like it, but you have to.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Let
that
me add
that
to
it
that
gets
and
to the
say-
point.
let
It
me
gets to
add
the
to
point
that
where
and say there was a job interview I went to
Yeah.
where they did not regard my CV.
They
It
went
was just
They
social
opened
media.
up my
Exactly.
Instagram page.
that's it.
What's your
I'm
So
like,
the point is
like,
that
what?
somebody,
Yeah.
if you go to an employer, not even an employer, to anybody, you want to do something and someone says, okay, you don't have social media, it might be a problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they want to
So
know
person
what
like,
the
okay,
social
followership
life
how do I get to know you? How do I come
Yeah.
in contact with you?
is. What kind of a
So
person
for
are you?
me, look, man, if showing the 20 million or showing the 10 million, if that's what rocks your boat, man, make it. I don't know. See, look, man, do it. If that's what is good for. But for every other person, man, you have to find a way to ensure that you can seize whatever you
Yeah,
need.
balance it
and
out.
throw
But
But but the clapbacks are always the problem. You see,
I
you always
love the
fight to
clapbacks, by
prove
the way.
yourself when you actually can't. Okay, someone comes to meet me and says, okay, you are not a presenter. Really? Do you think I would? You think I'll start? I'm a presenter. If I present,
You have a point.
Go to TVC there.
You know,
Have you heard of
there's something our boss says. He says, resist the urge to shalaye.
You understand?
Resist the urge to shalaye.
It's more
That's
likely.
the
People
issue
that
for
only
me.
like
more-
to share
yes.
everyone.
Are you
It's
sure?
more likely that if you
Yeah.
have to respond like that, that's not.
There's
So,
some
okay,
exactly.
so let's
Likely.
move on. That's something I want to ask Mazino and Mike about.
Okay.
So moving on from that conversation to the next. When you have a daughter, fantastic.
Yes, I do.
So now, better get ready. I don't know what they're
How do
wasting.
you know I don't have all of you?
He's
All
just not
right.
sure where they
So for
are.
example,
Yeah,
now,
you
so your
can.
daughter now, she's grown and she's getting married, and you buy her a car. Would you buy her the car in her name or in her husband's name?
So who's the husband? When I buy
she's
her the
married.
car in her husband's name, of course I'll buy her the car in her name.
Do they still wait? Do they still buy car in people's? I don't.
Yeah.
You know,
If
so
you're-
when they do the
people that actually
registration.
buy, how do people that buy brand new cars? Mike, you might not be familiar with this. For people
You
that
are here on the first one,
Well,
you are here.
so the only, I've never driven a second-hand car actually.
Whoa.
Never driven.
but you don't register your car, Abi.
Never driven a second-hand
So when
car.
they're buying, I'm still sticking to this. When they're buying brand new car, there's a place that they to fill name. You might not know it, but you'll come across it soon. So when they are filling name,
ongoing.
that place, sure you will put your daughter's name. Abi,
Why-
you will put
what's
her,
all
wait
the-
now,
it's car,
or you will put her
what's-
husband's name,
it's
or
car.
wait, I'm landing, or will you give it to her blank and say, oh yeah, put the name
Whatever
you
you
want.
want to.
Doesn't that even make sense? I don't know why this is a discussion really.
It's a discussion
It's a
that came up on
discussion.
social media.
Yes.
Because-
That's what we're talking about.
So
it.
the issue is this issue of having women look all complete when they get into marriage.
Okay.
So they have everything they need. So
Do you
it's
really
like
have everything?
But that's the thing. Once she has a house, she has a car. There are some men that just feel that hey, she's-
Intimidated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is the angle. But the truth is, it's really up to her. If she wants to put her husband's name, she wants
Sorry,
to put her
it's
name, her
up to
children's
me.
name.
I'm the one
You are
buying
boss,
it.
you're right.
I give you a years of education.
What I'm trying to understand is who is driving the car. I don't get. Will I buy?
Wait.
This discussion just
Yeah,
to me,
no.
just
Let's
doesn't make
continue
any
this
sense,
discussion on social media. Let us know what you think. If you're going to buy a car for your kid, your child when they're getting married, would you put the car in your child's name or would you leave it open to them? Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC, TVC Connect, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Let's know what you think. Still so much more happening at Wake Up Nigeria. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back to the kitchen, people. And of course, we have the delectable chef, Mary Jane. And if you're just joining us, you haven't missed so much. We're just going to quickly run you through what we have. We're preparing a bitter leaf soup with plantain flour.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very healthy breakfast
This
today.
breakfast is when you're done, you have all the energy to. Let's not go there.
Don't go there. Don't, not there. Okay, so what do we have already in
Okay,
the pot?
so let's quickly just so that it's easy to explain what's happening here.
Okay.
Our ingredients. So we have the palm nuts.
The palm
syrup.
nuts, yes,
Yeah,
syrup.
this is already processed.
That
The process
people
for
know
processing as banga.
Banga, exactly.
Yeah, so let's not
That's
just go through
easier.
the process.
Yeah.
You could actually get the canned one. There is a canned one.
Okay.
That is already processed. So that's what I have on fire right now.
Okay, the banga. Okay.
So I had some water. All I just need to do is add this
Add
in
this, okay.
to thicken it. Now what this does, 1 second. So what this does is
Yeah.
it gives the soup a flavor.
Okay.
Okay, that's one of the things that makes the soup what the soup is.
Yeah.
Okay, so while this is cooking and I'm explaining what I have, this guy should be on.
covered.
See
Okay.
Okay, so I have my cocoyam.
Yeah.
This cocoyam is called ori. This is what we are going to use as a thickener.
Thickener, okay.
Okay, so the Igbos call it ede because there are different kinds of cocoyam and there are different things you do with them. So this is uri. Uri is cocoyam, pounded cocoyam. With a bit of palm oil.
I can see that.
And the way you pound it actually determines if it's going to be a good thickener or it's not going to be a good thickener.
Okay.
This is what makes bitter leaf soup bitter leaf soup.
Okay.
Any other thing?
It's counterfeit.
Okay.
All right.
So I have my meat mixture. I have shaki. I have beef in here. I have a body. I have pomon. That will soon go into the pot.
Okay.
I want this to boil up a bit before I go there.
Put it in.
So I have, this is mangala. No, this is asa fish.
Which one?
This is asa fish.
Okay.
I don't even know what asa is in English. Someone needs to help me tell me what asa fish is.
Okay.
But it's not just your normal regular
dried fish.
Dried fish.
Okay.
No, it's is a specific. I'm going to find out what that is.
It's called.
Yes. So this is my stockfish. It's already washed. Oh, before I go out of asa, it's been washed with warm water so that we're sure that every dirt and anything that is not meant to be part of it is out of it.
Okay.
So this
What do
is
we have in this
ogiri.
I think you're talking about this in the
news
makeup
about this
room.
ogiri today.
Okay.
This ogiri is special from the east. Like,
so like
if
you
you
bought
chop
it all
this,
the way from the
yes,
east.
so I imported it too.
Not really important.
I imported. Actually, what happened is my neighbor actually gave me some.
Okay.
And after using it, I refused to make any oha soup
without
or
it.
without.
So what's it comprised of? What's it made of?
Ogiri is actually iru, but the
okay.
fermenting process is what is different.
Okay.
Now, most of the ogiris you find here in Lagos are black.
Oh, okay.
And it changes the color of your soup,
yeah.
which is a bit of a... It's not a problem if you do not know what it is, like the process. But if you know the process, you know that the color is very important in your soup.
Okay.
Then the taste, the aroma is also different.
I can get the flavors already.
It's already, oh my
it's
God,
already
you just
here,
want
yeah.
to eat.
So did you pound this or this is how
No,
it
this
comes?
is how it comes.
Because
It comes
you
in
said
a...
it's Iru.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's just a process.
The process of getting it
Yes.
here. Okay, so what are we going to do with it in
So
the soup?
this is the flavor. With
Okay.
this, if I was going to use seasoning cubes, 10 cubes, that was exaggeration.
Yeah.
This is just a local
so this
seasoning.
Oh,
This
fantastic.
is local
fantastic.
Igbo seasoning. The same way you use Iru as your local
Seasoning, yes.
It's the same thing as the
Okay.
local seasoning.
So what do
so
we
I
have
have
next?
fresh pepper.
Okay.
I have my crayfish. I have my dry pepper. And I
Okay.
have the mama at the top,
Oshe.
which is the bitter leaf.
bitter leaf
And
itself.
as most Anambra people like long bitter leaf in their
Okay.
bitter leaf soup. So that's why I left this long. So bitter leaf soup is basically an Anambra formation.
Okay.
If you want it to be authentic, just authenticize it with the Anambra things.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get down to business.
All right, let's go. So now this, the bangas, the
Yes,
banga
our
mix
banga mix is
well, let's say like
boiling.
2 minutes, 2-3 minutes.
I had already done everything about it, so all I just needed for it was for it to get boiled.
So do you sell this banga mix? Like, because I know that you do soup bowls and the rest.
Yes.
So people can hit you up to get this.
Yes, the mix.
Okay. If you want to get the mix, if you want to get the
soup.
What did you call this
Ogiri.
again? The ogiri. The one that, the authentic.
From, you know how they say, this one is correct gari jebu. Oh my God, I need. Let's not go there.
Let's not go there.
So I'm going to be
putting
adding
the
the meat. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. I had already pre-cooked all of them.
All of this, okay.
Yeah, so in a few minutes, it's just ready. The good thing about prepping before you cook is it saves you a lot of time.
Fantastic.
Saves you. This soup can be made in less than 10 minutes if you had everything pre-cooked, pre-done, pre-arranged.
Okay.
Like one of the things that take your time in making this soup is the banga mixture and this which is the cocoyam mixture and washing bitter leaf. Is not a shy play.
I can imagine. But you know what? We're going to still have to progress with the show as this is cooking. Today is Friday. You know we have to introduce you to the weekend with EPL. And guess what? I'm going to be sitting down and talking to Mike. So Mike, what's going on? An hour. Well, I'm always moved by anything everything superhero. So I'm sure I'm going to love this one as much. Mazino, you know you're my fave because I know I'm coming to your house to watch it. So this is me begging on live TV.
Well, we'll think about it.
You're
We'll
proud.
Bring one cow, please.
Please, Chef Mary Jane, let's see who is going to eat this food today. Shape our proud.
Shebi, this is banga.
Welcome back to the kitchen, people. And Chef Mary Jane, always keeping it 100. This does not look as amazing as it smells. I wish you guys can be here.
I'm about
to
blow your
my.
Leave that gist first.
Oh yeah.
Let's go this way.
Now, yes,
so,
I want to see what this flavor
this
does.
Is our ogiri.
Yes.
Let's blow our minds now with ogiri.
Blow us away.
You know, I was saying that the Momo Ijebu has already scattered the whole
yeah.
Momo Ijebu has its own aroma.
Yeah, it does.
It's different from every other kind of
Momo. I was going to ask you, now considering I said this is a flavor, is it possible for it to be too much in a food, in a soup?
Not really.
Not really, yeah?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it just gets stronger and stronger. It doesn't mean like the soup will get salty.
No.
Okay.
You can decide, okay, you know what, I'm not going to put seasoning cubes at all.
Oh, wow.
Yes, with ogiri. With iru, even normal iru. You can
so how do you preserve it? Do you put it in the fridge?
These leaves are the preserving whatever.
Yeah.
This is how it comes. I understand it spends as much as 3 to 4 months.
Wow.
And when you open it, you still be seeing green leaves.
So you just
put it in the freezer.
In the freezer. Oh,
yes.
okay.
I prefer these ones that are leaves than there are some that come in bowls.
Bowls, okay.
But these leaves have their own
natural,
aroma.
okay.
That they give
the ogiri.
The ogiri.
Okay.
So ogiri is on fire.
Yeah. So what's going in next?
The next thing we're going to be putting in is a peppers.
So while we're putting this in, there was something you mentioned in the makeup room about your the outreach you're doing for kids. Let's talk about that while we're cooking.
Okay.
Yes.
I run this outreach program where I feed disadvantaged children in my community.
Yeah.
And I do that biannually. And this Easter, we're going out again to feed 2,500 children.
Wow.
We did that last Christmas.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. But this Easter, we're going to do that in 2 Sundays. In Ifakojai and Adeni. Sorry, not Adeni. Ajegule, the banana
Ajegule, okay. Ajegule, okay.
So what we do basically is on the main day, you know, a lot of children are going through a whole lot of stress, and you know, when we're growing up, you know how Christmas is coming, Easter is coming, Christmas Day, we're going to have a nice meal. But we found out that there is a huge gap with the children on the streets, the disadvantaged ones. We're not looking at those in the orphanages. They already have some level of care. We're talking about those ones that, yes, they're even in their mother's house, but they really can't afford a basic meal on that particular day. So what we try to do is put a smile on their faces on that day.
That's fantastic.
that's what's really different
nice.
about it.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you so
we just
much.
launched our website, and all this while I've been doing it under Kadin Support, but this time around I moved it to its own name, which is Opening Hearts Foundation. Opening
Hearts Foundation. Okay, we're going to talk so much more about Opening Hearts Foundation. Do stick around. We're going on a break, and we will be right back.
And we are back. Welcome to the second hour for Wake Up Nigeria. It's still your feel-good breakfast show. And hey, this is the hour that sums up all those efforts.
Oh, yes, indeed. The efforts put through all the week when we had to make sure that this is premium content for you on TV. This is when we get to be kids all over again and show how fun we can be after such a hectic week.
And we know that you look forward to this hour. We know. And expect only the best from us. Now, you need to just trust us. We will not let you down.
Yes, indeed. It's good vibes all the way here with Titi, of course, and with Tukwe and Mike. And, of course, with myself. Hey, what can I say? The kitchen is going to be very, very tasty really soon with our Chef Mary Jane.
Chef Mary Jane.
What's going on in there? You guys seem to be enjoying a bit too much of, you know.
We just finished cooking.
This soup
finished
is
cooking.
a vibe. That's all. If I know when people want to order it now, do you know what you should call it? Vibe. Vibe. Chef Mary Jane's Friday vibe.
Wow. I think we should
Chef Mary Jane's Friday vibe. You ask you what's that? It's the special. It's a vibe.
It's definitely a vibe when Chef Mary Jane from Kadin Support is around, and it's just about 45 minutes left on the show. We're about to crown your weekdays with surplus of fun memories to go into the weekend with. And we know that you're also looking forward to
Yes, indeed.
Game Day, as always on Friday.
I'll tell you something about today's games. It's going to be fun, definitely, and trust you can be a part of it. All you need to do is get up on social media, maybe even play this game during the weekend or with some family. It's going to be great. It's easy until it's not. It's actually tic-tac-toe, which you guys know as X and O, but with a toss. And I say that deliberately. You will find out when we get to play.
My name is Titilai Oyinson.
Oh yeah, my name is Mazina Pil.
Really? It is?
Stream the show live, guys. TVC@entertainment.tv and also on Facebook at TVC Connect. And also, you want to send in your comments, use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Make sure you also download our TV app. That's on Google Play Store and also on iOS.
So, I can't wait to see him.
When it comes to Shakara, it can never end.
He can't.
It can't end. It can't
No,
end.
when he
Let
ends,
us
your body will tell you.
see
Has your own Shakara ended?
When he reaches the time, your body will tell you that.
Even when I'm a grandma, I'll still be telling my grandkids, you don't know who I was. When I was your age. Baby girl,
I used to carry first in class.
I will say that they'll find out.
Tell you guys something. I've been loving the weather lately. It's really cool. You don't need to sleep in air conditions or use your fans and everything. But it's very, very weird because this is only just March. So I'm sure everybody wants to know what's going to be like through the weekend or maybe even after the weekend up until next week. So let's take the weather and maybe if we have some time, we'll talk about how good we're loving it so far.
Yeah.
And welcome, second hour here for Wake Up Nigeria, and once again we have the news for you. Now, President Muhammadu Buhari says Libya remains a problem for the Sahel region of the African continent due to the proliferation of arms and ammunition. He said this at the State House in Abuja while receiving in farewell audience the outgoing Special Representative of the United Nations Secretary General and Head of the United Nations Office for West Africa and the Sahel, Mohammed bin Chambers. President Buhari said Muammar Gaddafi held a grip on power in Libya for 42 years by recruiting armed guards from different countries who escaped with their arms when the Libyan strongman was killed. Now, the president has announced that Nigeria will receive 6 Super Tucano aircraft ordered by the federal government from the United States in July. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Gaba Shehu, via his Twitter handle, said 6 more of these aircrafts will arrive shortly after. The Super Tucanos came off the production line in the Jacksonville, Florida, and are now being equipped with flight-tested Nigerian pilots and also maintenance personnel training on the planes. Currently, the construction is ongoing, which will house the aircraft. Anyway, away from security matters now. Quick response by relevant authorities averted what could have turned a major disaster in Lagos following the leakage of cooking gas from a tanker. The main valve of this tanker, a 10,000-ton tanker, snapped along Churchgate bus stop, Magboro, Agbara, in Badagry area of the state. Lagos State Emergency Management Agency says there was no casualty as swift intervention of responders kept away any inflammable sources from the vicinity. The agency said the incident was as a result of overspeeding and recklessness by the driver of the tanker. And 36, or rather 35 states, including the FCT, have taken delivery of the COVID-19 Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. This is according to the executive director of the National Primary Health Care Development Agency. Now, he was invited to give the nation a National Economic Council update on the national rollout of the COVID-19 vaccines. Dr. Faisal disclosed at the monthly NEC virtual meeting presided by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo that only Kogi State is yet to get a batch of the AstraZeneca vaccine. He also said there is need for tight security around the vaccines in the states to avoid being vandalized by hoodlums. Council was also briefed on the Ease of Doing Business Sub-National Environmental Survey and the National Monitoring and Evaluation Policy. The National Economic Council approved the National Monitoring and Evaluation Policy under the supervision of the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning. And the AstraZeneca vaccine has been endorsed by the EU's medicine regulator. Now, this follows a review by the agency which concluded that the vaccine is safe and effective and its benefits outweigh the risks. The European Medicines Agency conducted its review after 13 EU states suspended use of the vaccine over fears of link to blood clots. The EMA found the vaccine was not associated with higher risk of clots, but it said it would continue to study the possibility of such links. It is now up to individual EU countries to decide whether to restart administering the jab. On Monday, the three largest EU members, Germany, France and Italy, said they were awaiting the results of the EMA investigations before deciding whether to resume their rollout of the jabs. And that's it for the news. Thank you very much for joining us. We've got plenty going on inside of the kitchen. The ladies are, well, should I say simmering? Well, let's find out what's happening.
Thank you so much, Mazino. Chef Mary Jane wants to embarrass me.
Just tell me what I
you want to try me? All right, guys.
Yes,
so we
yes,
have
my
been
chef
preparing
puts it
bitter leaf soup with plantain flour.
So, yeah.
But something interesting that Chef Mary Jane did that to be very honest, I'm just saying it for the first time today, to achieve your molded amala. So you lace.
Anyway, swallow.
Swallow.
Basically.
Yes, your molded swallow. Every type of swallow.
Yeah.
So you lace your bowl with oil, vegetable oil, not palm oil. So lace it with vegetable oil and then put the swallow in it. So any type of swallow. Hot. Do not wait for it to cool down. So right off the fire, you put it in the bowl and then it's like magic. Like we got the shape. We got the shape. Like I was just watching her do it, and I won't even lie. Today is the first time I'm saying this. I'm definitely gonna try it. You might want to also try it if you haven't done it before. Yeah. So now back to our soup.
Okay, so you want to continue with that?
No, this one I've done. I've tried now.
So we made bitter leaf soup.
Yes.
And this is a native way of making bitter leaf soup. As you can see, if your bitter leaf soup is not this thick, it's not authentic.
Oh, shake it.
It has to be authentic.
So what's in the vegetable soup conges? What's in the inside like this soup?
Okay, so we had a day. We had that's cocoyam.
Yeah, so let me put it
called
here. So
uri, basically.
Okay.
So I used palm.
Hey, can you see that?
I used palm syrup.
Yes.
Which makes it have that homely base look. Like you can see, it's reddish. It has this.
That's banga.
Yes.
What we call banga in here.
That's syrup. So I had the meat. I had assorted meat. Hey. Stockfish, dry fish.
Oh,
Let me even design this one so that you see it in the front like this. And it will be catching your face on the pomade side. Before
you make people break their TV screen, let's
don't
just go on
a
break.
Let's not make the screen.
We need to know so much more happening on Wake Up Nigeria. We will be back, guys. Do not go anywhere. It's Friday edition, and there's games coming up shortly. We still have our final guest and our music performance. Yo, so much for you to go away. We'll be right back.
Caution, LXE there. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. All right, now that was start with phone call.
Yes, indeed. So that's great music from Caution Galaxy.
Yeah. But we're going to be having a lot more when it comes to music. We have
Sorry, you can do it all over again. You can do it all over again. No problem. Apologies. Take your time.
The one and only Jack Burner. Let's go.
Thank you, family.
Now, it's so exciting to have you here with us. I have just been privileged to experience your music. Everybody else seems to know. I don't know. I think I've been living under a rock. But once I heard it, I was so into it. Now, first of all, let me tell you that your real name is David Olajide, professionally known as Jack Burner. He's best known for his vocal strength and also his prowess as a recording artist. I do know that at one time you were at the 10 Strings Academy. I know this because I also tried to learn an instrument there. Do you play instruments?
Yeah, I do.
Which one do you play?
I play the keyboard, I play sax, I play drums.
Oh, fantastic. So you're not just a vocal guy, you're also an instrument type of guy.
Yeah.
Your music, I find it very interesting, very engaging. For anybody who's hearing it for the first time, like I just did this morning, and I'm like, I like it. It actually sounded very familiar, and everybody was grooving along to it. It was very welcoming.
Thank you.
You define your music as what exactly? Is it Afrobeat, pop, or influenced by?
Well, I call my music jingo sound. You get me? Jingo means ginger your go. You get me? Like, you get me? Nobody needs to tell you what you need to do. So it's just like a fusion of Afrobeat, because it started like proper Afrobeat. I used to open for Femi Kuti at the Shrine.
Yeah.
You get me? So like it's just like a borrowed sound from Afrobeat, but I call it jingle music, jingle sound, ginger your go. Nobody needs to tell you what to do, yo.
Nice.
Yes, boss, that's it.
So I know you have some really key influences there. I know Damian Marley has been mentioned once or twice in there. And you have a brand new EP out, 6-track EP.
Solid, 6 solid songs. I got an EP out. I remember everything, which also means Ire, and Ire in Yoruba means like God's treasure, like something you really want to protect. And in the Jamaican or Caribbean culture, it means Irie, like when you're just happy. So it's a 6 solid songs that really talks about my life experience, and it is quite relatable to everybody that listens to it.
Can we talk about the producers that you brought in on this EP? Now, I saw one key one that, yo, there, Adi Kabasa.
Man. Shout out to Adi Kabasa. I was trying to link up Adi Kabasa for like 2-3 months because I had this inspiration. I'm like, it is only Adi Kabasa that can give me this sound. Because the sound is quite, I don't want to say local, but the sound is, it has no bound. It's something that when you listen to, if you like, be anything, you vibe it, and Adi Kabasa has that kind of P.
What's the name of that track?
The name of the song is Cinnamon Vibe.
Okay.
Cinnamon Vibe. Everybody is a sinner. And that was one thing I just like found out like during the lockdown, because I had time to myself, and I'm somebody that I take things too personal. I just want to start judging people like, yeah, why did you do that? I just, oh my guy, calm down. You too, they do your own.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own faults, so you don't really have to start picking out. So I just said, Cinnamon Vibe. That's
very interesting that you go back and want it to be Adi Kabasa, because at the height of his career, and I still think that he's actually pretty much up there, he was responsible for almost every, on radio, perhaps maybe out of every 10 Nigerian songs, 6 of them was Adi Kabasa. And him working with Nice. He even had his own record out as well, which was fantastic. Why couldn't any of the newer producers do it for you, create that sound? Is there a difference between that sound that you're used to? You're born in the 90s, so it's not like you're that old anyway. But is there a difference between the Adi Kabasa sound and the, I don't know, current crop that you have and all of that?
For me, Adi Kabasa sound is very spiritual. That's why I say, like, you don't need to be, you don't even need to know the producer. You don't even need to know who is doing this magic. That's why Adi Kabasa is. He has this kind of angelic touch, spiritual sound. That's why I say Cinnamon Vibe. From the name of the song, I'm like, it is Adi Kabasa that can do this. And it took me like 6 months to see Adi Kabasa. Like, I was sending him DMs back to back. Then one morning I just woke up like, yo, I have a song with DJ Anymoney. Anymoney is Olamide's brother. Definitely, they know Adi Kabasa. You get me? So I just buzzed Anymoney. Yo, Baba, I want to say Adi Kabasa. I was like, for real? Let's go. And it took me to Adi Kabasa that day.
All right.
Yes, boss.
I'm so pleased that you're able to bring out that EP. But the hit that everyone keeps singing is Shakara do Endo.
So you're the one I heard this morning.
You have to talk to us about the response to that song. Did you have any idea that song was going to get that kind of response?
Man, no, to be honest, no song. But I knew that this record is a great record. Something that I wrote, and I recorded that song May 2019. And when I recorded the song, I left it like that. Then January 2020, I just buzzed my producer in the early morning like this, like, yo, how far away you dey? He's like, Dremo dragged me to the studio, and like, for real, the when I was talking to Dremo, Mayokun collected the phone. He's like, this guy, Dapo, where are you? I said, not like I don't talk to Mayokun, but we are really not that close. Like, when he's doing his shows, I go there to support. Maybe somebody books me to come open and all of that. So it was like I should come to his house. So I went to his house and I played him this record. Yo, it was like, bro, this is a hit. Immediately recorded it that night. We ran into Davido. Davido said, yo, bro, you are the portable guy. I heard your song, drop the song. That song is a hit. That was like,
well, you know, I've got a very unique question here. I mean, you've mentioned so many names, Davido, Dremo, and a bunch of others. There is that thought that these are also responsible in helping that song be as big as it is. What about the other guy who perhaps doesn't have as much connection or network as you do? How can their music also blow like yours as well?
Man, to be honest, I'll say nothing but the truth, man. Time has to pass, first of all. Grace has to be involved. Favor has to be involved. That's the truth, nothing else. But you just have to keep working, because you don't even know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, like you say, you recorded this since May
2019.
I recorded the song May 2019, and I met May Okun January 2020.
Wow.
And we're talking about the song in 2021.
Yes, so time has to pass.
Yeah, time
But
has to
we're
pass.
already vibing to that song, and I have a feeling that song is going to be around for a while.
Yes, boss.
Let's take a bit of it, then we'll come back and perhaps we can have you on our game segment because we have something very interesting. I'm sure you're very familiar with these.
Wow.
I don't want to trust bro of you this morning. Don't set me up. Let's go.
Well, it's not what you're thinking. Let's check out this tracking.
Like, just close to like 1.6.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's so much for me because I'm an indie artist. It's not like I'm signed to any record label. Again, yeah, so
About that, you plan to get signed to, and who would you like to get signed on to?
I don't know if I really want to get signed to anybody, but I know when I meet people and I see that I can deal with this person's shortcomings and all of that, then I'll make up my mind. But it's really not something I can just sit and just be like, oh, I want to get signed to this person. Yeah.
All right. Well, there's one thing that's clear. You have an amazing sound already.
Yes,
has there ever been that urge to sometimes change or tweak your sound based on response to some songs?
Yeah, always. Like, this is my EP. I don't really think I changed my sound and I remember everything. I think it's just growth. There's a difference when this artist should grow and when it should just change the sound.
Okay.
So I'm somebody that like, I need to experience something, I need to go through it, time has to pass, growth, then it's going to reflect in my sound.
All right then.
Yes, boss.
Oh, interesting.
All right.
Tell you what we're going to do now. Let's take a break, and when we get back, it's going to be
Game day!
We'll be right back. Stick around.
Game day.
Relax. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, today's game is called Tic-Tac-Toe with a Toss. Because it's not the regular X and O that you know. Today, we are going to be relying on our teammates to actually get a toss right before we can actually make our X or our O on the board. I've got a marker, a black one, and you've got a red one.
Yes, sir.
I hope it doesn't work. So, Titi is Team Taberna,
Yes, sir.
while I am very grudgingly
Wow.
I'm not playing.
Talk by
I'm not playing. I'm done.
What kind of what team member is
We've
this?
had practice sessions and
So
she...
what are
You
we
mean
got
like 2
this.
seconds
We got
ago?
this. We got this.
This is not building my
We got
momentum.
this.
Now, if I don't get it right, you guys can't blame me.
In any
because
case.
Mazino is the problem.
I have faith in you. If we lose, I'll take solace in the fact that you're a beautiful woman. Not that you aren't, but...
Oh, wow.
Okay, that's fine. Thank
Great.
you.
So already, you guys are going to get started. I and Titi are going to go on either side of the board, on the other side, while we pray that you guys get the first, second, and third toss right, because we can only mark the board after our team member has gotten the top right when the cup is flipped on its other base.
Okay.
So make sure you get it right, Tokwe.
That's right.
Wait, first, you know that.
You
know
got
that
this.
I-
You got
I
this.
know that I like
You got
your
this.
music,
All right,
right?
Yeah.
so I'm X.
So I was
and you're O.
vibing to it.
They lie, you also
All right, are we
get
ready? Hope we can see this properly. All right,
Yeah, let's
we're
go.
good.
Don't
Let's
we know?
go.
Just
All right, now go.
Go.
Takano, keep
Go,
going.
go,
Takano,
go,
you have
go,
to, you have to
go,
keep
go.
trying.
Yes!
Whoa!
No!
I can't believe you got it. How did
I
they do
got
that?
it too.
All right. Let's
Come
go.
on, come
Let's
on.
go.
You guys just keep going. Keep tossing, keep tossing, keep tossing.
Okay.
Tokwe, you can do this.
Oh.
Tokwe, you can do this. Tokwe, you can do this.
Oh.
Come on, Tokwe.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh.
Come on.
Come on. Let's go. You got this.
Tokwe.
Ninja.
I owe you breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next one.
Hey. Okay.
We got this.
Oh, look at you. You should have put it there. I'm going to win.
No, you gotta get this one. You gotta get
real.
this one.
Come on, Tokwe.
Oh,
Come
you
on,
gotta
Tokwe.
get. No, Tokwe is not going to get it. She's
Tokwe.
not going to get it. She can't.
Come on,
She
Tokwe.
can't. She can't get it.
Tokwe, relax. Tokwe,
Oh,
relax. Tokwe, relax. Tokwe, relax. Tokwe, relax. Breathe.
All right, let's do
I have
this.
faith in
One
you.
more, just one more.
I have faith
This is so unfair.
in you. Please, loud.
We won!
You.
Team
You have not
Titi!
win. Wait. Oh, there. Titi, down.
Titi, we won it!
I got it.
All right, let's switch.
Yeah.
I got it.
You actually would have won earlier.
Yeah,
You could have won earlier. I didn't see that.
I
Tell you what.
didn't see it. I was looking there.
Let's do another round.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I
It's okay.
didn't see it.
You won this round, Takano.
Taberna.
Taberna. I keep thinking generators. I'm so sorry. All right.
Okay, so that
now,
was round one.
Round one.
Oh
Let's
my
switch.
gosh, I wasn't looking.
No, we're switching. We're gonna go flip.
Okay.
Wow.
They're gonna come over.
Oh, okay.
Got you.
Team X,
After
we
all
got
this
this.
Red.
All right.
Yes,
We got
So
oh no.
once you get it right,
This is where we're getting this. Don't worry.
You see why you should have motivated me?
Hey,
I was
the
motivating
juice is
you
on
now.
that side.
the juice on that side, Abby.
The juice is
you're
on
the
that
game
side.
king.
Hey,
But
go.
no
you
stress.
keep a
Let's
Oh,
go.
I'm right hand.
You know you
Don't
got
worry,
this.
don't worry.
We are ready.
Are you ready?
Can we go?
Here
Yes,
we go.
go.
Yes, you got it
Oh,
now.
she didn't get it.
I did.
She did.
No, you did not.
I actually did. I actually did.
Okay,
I got it.
whatever.
She
I can't
did,
believe
right?
it.
Take one.
Dang it. Dude, come on. Tokwe, this is, I'm sorry, Tokwe. Yes!
Wow.
Oh.
All right. All right. Tokwe, you're not motivating me.
Let's go.
Go. You can
Let's
get
go,
it.
Titi.
Get it.
Wow.
You
Let's
can
go,
get it.
Titi.
Mandela,
Come
you
on.
can do it.
Come on.
Yo, Mandela, come on.
There you go. There. Titi.
Have a drink.
Don't.
Have a
Okay.
drink. Have a
One
drink.
more round.
One more round. I have to
Where's
beat
the
her. I have to beat her.
Okay.
It's here.
What? One more
Here,
round.
it's here. Yeah.
We are leading.
Now-
We are leading.
Really?
There, you guys have won, but I just want to make. I hate going home a loser.
Yo,
I'm a
man, we
sore
ain't
loser.
losers. We ain't
You want to
losers.
go again?
And everybody's watching, so let's do
All
this.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Mazino, you can do this.
All right.
You know you're the king. You're the game master. Get
When to go?
him.
Let's
You
go.
go.
Right there.
Titi, you're awfully
Let's
good
go,
at this. I can't
Titi.
believe that you
Let's go,
actually
Titi.
It's not your
beat me
fault.
that last
It's not
time.
your fault.
You're always terrible at games.
Wow.
You're so bad at games that
Yes.
go. You are so bad at games, Titi. You
I am
cannot win
very
this
good
one. You're
at games.
terrible.
I'm
Go,
good at games.
Yes.
Wow.
Titi. You are so bad at
good
games.
at games. I'm
You're
good at
terrible
games.
at games,
I
Titi.
hate
Titi, you're gonna win.
You are
You're gonna win
terrible
this.
at games.
You're gonna win. Trust me.
Which kind of
You are bad at
atmosphere?
Be
games.
calm. Be calm. Be calm.
What kind of
Titi, be
atmosphere?
calm.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, Mazino.
But we're leading though. Like we're leading. 2-1. We're leading.
I think the
still
secret
leading.
Yeah, we're
is in
leading.
making your
Opponent under pressure.
Yes.
Wow.
Hey,
It's not your fault.
we won this one.
No, we are
You won
leading.
this
It's
one.
2-1. Okay, you won
It's
this
2-1.
one.
It's 2-1.
But at least
They not be see you finish.
you gave him a just start.
Yo.
Hey, we'll have something for you in the kitchen.
Oh, for real, the kitchen. No, we won. We won. 2-1.
We won. You should have been happy. We won. Mary
Of
Jane.
course.
All right. Welcome to the kitchen.
Yeah. Okay.
Welcome to the kitchen. It's good to have you here.
Yes, boss.
Yes. Okay, so Chef Mary Jane has prepared a very sumptuous, healthy breakfast for you this morning. We have here plantain flour with very traditional bitter leaf soup. All right. So we're gonna have you taste that.
Okay.
Let me get you. Would you like to use your hand?
I think I'd like to use a cutlery.
Cutlery.
Wow, having an Igbo
this
soup with
cutlery.
cutlery is...
Hey,
All right.
let's go.
Okay.
Let's do this.
So we're gonna have you taste it.
Chef what?
Chef Mary Jane.
Chef Mary Jane.
Yeah.
Wow, more meat plenty for
It
this
play
food.
choke.
We choke.
It choke.
This is presidential.
All right.
What state are you from?
I'm an umbrella.
I'm marrying from Anambra. My
He said his first wife. Wow. You want to go around the world? Yeah.
All right.
Anambra.
You like,
Take
you
another
like.
bite and give us your rating over 10.
Over 10.
Over 10.
Let's go over 100 though.
Over 100. Give us.
All right.
What's your rating?
Let me finish this food now. So
I like it.
but yeah, over 10, I'll give you like 12 over 10.
Wow. That's good. Thank you
I
so
love it.
much,
I love
Chef.
it.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. Even though we trashed you, but all right.
Yeah, whatever.
We won.
What do you guys have for us for the weekend? Just hit us.
Hey, what can I say about the weekend? It's going to be a great weekend because we have so much to look forward to, like we discussed here on the couch. But then again, I'm going to be vibing to one track, and that's the Burner's track because Shakara, what's that? Shakara.
person Shakara? Which person Shakara?
Mazuno Shakara, because we won.
We did.
All right, then. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of the show. Remember that Chef Mary Jane has opening house coming up for Easter. Follow her on social media and be a part of it.
Yes,
Sissy, what do you think for the weekend?
It's been amazing so far throughout the week. It means the weekend is going to be even better. And the best part is we're going to be back here from 7 a.m. on Monday morning.
Yeah, we got you. But guess what? Your view is next, so stick around.
Bye.